Natasha.
Hi.
I have an interesting question for you today. What do you think are the biggest status symbols today?
That's a very interesting question, actually. Yeah, I think that status symbols have changed during time. Maybe in the past it was more like cars, expensive stuff. Today, people maybe are more into, followers on social media. That's one
Yes.
very big status symbol today. I can see people that are really try to get more and more followers anyway. They can. And maybe technology, stuff related with technology, like the Apple brand is one that people go for a lot, but everything related to Apple, like, not only computers, but also
Yes.
Apple Watch or AirPods and everything related to that. And I think expensive watches are still a thing.
Right.
Cars, expensive cars. But basically, I think social media and the technology is the thing that's the biggest today. What do you think?
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think you have mentioned the most obvious status symbols today, such as social media and technology. I also think that some things related to beauty can be status symbol these days as well.
That's true.
Yes, and probably it can vary between men and women. For example, plastic surgery is sometimes viewed as a status symbol. And for men, probably car would be one of the biggest ones as well. Do you agree that it varies between genders?
Yes, I think so. I agree totally with you. Yeah, of
Right.
course.
And I remember when I was in Malaysia, for example, I think it's kind of also has a lot to do with culture as well. I remember hearing from some of my friends from Iran that having a plastic surgery, having a nose job is a good thing. It's considered like a high status thing, and a lot of people would go around with a bandage. Because it shows that they can, they have the ability to do that, and it was actually a cool thing to have a nose job. So depending on cultures as well, I think different status symbols are popular. Have you heard of any other status symbols specific to any group of people or cultures?
I think that plastic surgery, or anyway things related to beauty that you mentioned, is really a global thing. But maybe it varies, among regions. You
Sure.
mentioned the nose job, but maybe in the Western cultures it's more like Botox.
Right.
Yeah. So it varies.
Right.
It varies depending on the region. Yeah, it's
I
a very
totally
big
agree.
one. Yeah.
Yes, and I think car is a really big one. So something like Ferrari or the most popular ones, and like you would see some people blasting music on their car, or motorbikes. Some really cool ones are now like considered like very in at the moment. And I was thinking of brands as well, like
Exactly.
Gucci and
Exactly, that
and
was
whatnot.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about expensive clothes and brands, very
Yeah.
famous brands to be to
Yeah.
show off a little bit.
That's
They are
right.
very very popular. Yeah, and bags and expensive shoes. Yes, they are
Right.
a very good. They are a very popular status symbol, especially maybe among women, but men as well.
Men
I
as
think,
well.
Yeah, men as well, and also jewelry. Why not?
Yeah.
Jewelry. Yeah, that's
Sure.
also a big thing.
One more thing that came to mind, other than things that are more material, I was also thinking about having friends who are popular, like famous people, like getting pictures with someone who is an influencer or probably a celebrity. And posting that picture on social media, as you mentioned, could be a high status symbol in some cases.
Yes,
Right.
that's true. That's true. But sometimes it's just the fact that you have a lot of friends whatever, it gives you popularity.
That's
so
true.
If you have like dinners with different people every night, so that means that you're popular, and it's a very important status symbol for many people. Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So I think all of them are important. So we have to like consider all of them, but I think we have to start from taking care of ourselves first.
Okay.
Because I believe that if you want to help others, if you want to help your family or the society or the world, you have to start from yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't help yourself, then you're gonna be a burden for the others. So I think the first favor you can do them is like take off that burden and like take care of yourself, be independent, and then when you can master that, then maybe you can like enlarge the circle. Then you can think outside like just your house or your room.
So how would you define like so you said be independent.
Yes.
What else would you say to kind of take care of yourself?
Yeah, I would say like from really basic stuff like physically take care of yourself, like not to get sick or not to catch a cold. That's like the most basic thing. Have a healthy diet, like exercise. So because if you get sick or if God forbid you get a serious illness, then you'll maybe lose your job or like your life will be like in danger. But that's the first thing. But then you have to be able to take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
So you can be a strong person, then you can help the others. If you're mentally strong, then they can come to you when they're having some problems. So of course, if we have problems, we go to our friends and family. That's
important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think also financially, like it's important to be able to have a sustainable source of income, so you're not depending on the others for money. So you can take care of yourself, and then if you have more money, then you can help people either by like close friends or family who need money by just giving them money, or in a bigger picture you can start a business and hire people and give them jobs. I think that's a very good way to help people. They're doing something for you, everybody's happy, and you also give them jobs and their families like sustainable source of income.
Yeah. So in your opinion then, if you kind of help yourself, it's going to spread outwards to then your family, society.
How do you think we can like be helpful in a larger scale? How do you think we can like help the world?
I don't know, it feels difficult at the moment though, doesn't it? It feels like there's so many things with climate change. When you watch the news, it's quite heavy. I think sometimes it feels difficult to know what you can do to help. I
think like social media has made that a little bit difficult, and it has taken the focus off the real thing, because it shows us like very successful people, like super wealthy, like millionaires, like Elon Musk, like nowadays is very famous. Jeff Bezos, you see these people, they have many different huge companies, they're doing like incredible stuff, like going to the space, making electric vehicles. So the social media shows us these things, or like supermodels, what is the best way to look, like your looks and your body. So we see these stuff and we get the feeling that we have to be like that to be able to help the world. But I disagree. I don't believe that you have to be like a superhuman, or like you have to be like that to help the world. And if you're not that successful or that wealthy or that powerful, then you're useless, or you cannot help anyone. I think whoever we are, like in any position we are, we can like do our own share. Yeah,
I think even just the small things, even with society, I think people are very stressed nowadays. They're very, like I said, the world seems heavy. And I think even, it sounds really stupid, even small things, just being kind to each other, just smiling at someone, those little things kind of have a knock-on effect and make a big difference, definitely. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be posted on social media
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the world
Yes.
to see you did a nice thing. So I think by doing those small things, you can help society.
Yeah, I think like we have lost the focus that we have forgotten about this our own circle, like the circle
Yeah.
of people around us, and we just want to be as impressive as those like idols that we see. Like the goals of people like have changed. Like they have now bigger goals.
Yeah.
Some of them they might achieve some of the goals, but usually like we forget about the basic things, the things that we can do right now for the people that are just next to us.
Exactly.
So like we have forgotten about like being nice to our colleagues or our family.
Or your neighbor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because we want to be like super rich and then start helping the world.
Exactly. Exactly.